Today we're talking about cleaning up dates in Excel. Now typically, when you paste information from other systems or the internet or anything like that into Excel, dates are one of those things that can quite often mess up. Well, let's imagine that I say I want the date value of this, just test it, and I've got a bunch of sort of numbers, but I've also got some errors. So let's look at these first couple of errors. You see 4, 14, 12, 23, 15. So there's clearly a month, day, year value going on there, right? And the reason that it's not understood is because of my local settings here in the UK the default is day, month, year. Now, if you're in the US, the errors would be the complete opposite because it would be erroring on things where you've got a day number that's above 12. So it depends on your local setting as to what's going to error, but the thing is, you've got errors. And what's more, if I change that into a long date, it says the 4th of July 2019, but the chances are that that is also month, day, year, so it should be the 7th of April. So it thinks it understands it when it doesn't. So we've got a problem here, right? So let's just get rid of all of that. So the first thing we need to do is switch the month and day around to whatever local settings we've got. So in my case, I want to take the month, which is the first number, and then the day, which is the second number, and switch them around. And in order to do that, because it's sort of dynamic, I've got 2-digit and 1-digit months and days going on, I need to find out where my backslash positions are in the text, and then I can use the mid function to kind of extract that data. So first off, I'm going to find the first slash. So find function, find the text, well that's that, and where I want to find it, I want to find it in there, right? The next thing's an optional argument, so I can ignore it for the moment, and here I go, I've got a whole load of 2s and 3s, depending on whether it's a 1-digit or a 2-digit month. Let's just call that /1, and then I'm going to find as well /2, right? The second one, because that's going to give me the position of where essentially the year starts and the day finishes. So it's the same thing, find, and we still want to find the slash, right? And we still want to find it within that text. But now we can use this optional argument of the start position, right? Because we know where the first slash is, so that is there. So if we just start one pace past the first slash, we know we'll find the second one. Right, so we do that. There we go. We've got a whole series of numbers now. Incidentally, all of these functions that I'm using today are on my 33 fantastic functions Excel cheat sheet. So get your hands on that. There's a link in the description where you can download it, and also there's another link in the description where you can download all of this example data so you can practice yourself and run through it too, all completely free, of course. So now we need to construct our date. So if I pull out the month first, right? So it's the month. I'm going to say that the month is everything before the first slash. So we can use the left function, which takes everything to the left of a certain position. So what do we want? We want that text, but we only want the left characters up to the slash. Now the slash is at position 2 in this example, so I need to take 1 off of that because otherwise I'll pick up the slash. So if I leave that off for a moment, you see you get the number with the slash, so you just need to make sure that you take 1 off that. So that is our month number. So now we can try and extract our day. So our day is somewhere in the middle, but we've worked out the positions where it's between position 2 and position 4. So using the mid function, so which text do we want? We want that text. Where do we want to start? Well, we want to start at the slash +1. So 1 position after that slash, first slash, right? How many characters do we want? Well, we want the difference between the first and the second slash, right? So let's say it's that minus that, all right? But if I just close that off a mo, you'll see, again, you're going to get the slash afterwards because the difference between 4 and 2 is 2, but there's only 1 character between 4 and 2. So again, all we need to do is take the -1 off the end. And there's our day. Again, Control space, Alt HAC to center it. the other thing we're going to need is the year, and that is always a 4-digit year by the looks of it. So all we need to do is take the right characters of that text, and we just want the right 4 characters, which we'll do there. Same thing, I'll just center it. And so now we've got the constituent parts of our date, proper, month, day, and year. And now our function, we can literally just use the date function to construct a date from those 3 pieces of information. It wants the year, comma, it wants the month, it wants the day, close the brackets. There we go. We have our date. We can reformat it as a date, and we now have our date proper in there. And if you want those functions, they're all on my 33 fantastic functions for Excel cheat sheet, available completely for free. The download link in the description. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something from it and saved a load of time, and I'll see you soon.